Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing with you all of my must-have beauty products from Amazon. I know it's kind of silly, but I do want everybody to know that I am in fact wearing clothes, even though it looks like I'm not. What can I say? Sometimes I don't make the best clothing selections. I don't know about you, but I am a huge Amazon shopper. I am a constant Amazon shopper. Let's just say I shop on Amazon a lot. So if you were to say to me right now, Risa, I'm about to place an order on Amazon, are there any beauty products that I just absolutely have to have? I would say yes, there are. Let me tell you about them. First up is a foundation that I have spoken about many times in my videos. This is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. This foundation is mattifying, waterproof and sweatproof, and contains niacinamide. For those of you that might be new to my channel, I am 50 years old, so I have mature skin, but I'm also still very oily. My skin does not just get oily in the T-zone. I would not describe my skin as combination. I get oily everywhere. So I love a mattifying foundation. However, I want one that doesn't look cakey. I don't want one that's going to settle into any fine lines. I want something that's going to be very long wearing, and this foundation delivers all of that. I'm not the hugest fan of the dropper applicator. Personally, I would prefer a pump, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, in this application footage, I grabbed the wrong shade. I grabbed the shade that I normally wear for when I've used a self-tanner, and I'm about 2 shades darker. So that was an oops, but clearly I made it work. Even though, as I mentioned, I have oily skin, I have gotten feedback from viewers with all different skin types, and they tell me how well this foundation works on their skin, be it dry, combination, or oily. I've heard that with proper skin prep, this foundation is a favorite of many people. I can tell you it has been in my foundation rotation for years. Next up is a new product from a brand that might sound familiar to you because I have talked about some of their other products in the past, and that brand would be Peripera. I've spoken about my love for their lip pencils and their Ink Velvet Lip Stain in Rosy Nude, and also their fantastic lip glosses. Before I go any further, I do want to thank Peripera for sponsoring a portion of this video. They wanted to partner with me on a video so that I could share with you the fact that they are currently having a Mother's Day sale. So you can save on these fantastic glowy lip tints that I'm going to be talking about in a moment. I will have all the information you need down below in the description box with links to purchase, obviously. Now let me tell you about these tints. The Ink Mood Glowy Lip Tint is one of the best-selling glowy lip tints in Korea. They sell 1 tint every 10 seconds globally. I'm going to show you 2 of my favorite shades today. The first one is shade 03 Rose in Mind. This is a great My Lips But Better shade. It is the one I'm currently wearing, and now you might be thinking, that looks a little dark or a lot darker than what I see in the tube. Well, that's because the more you layer, the more intense the pigment becomes. And this particular shade has the perfect blend of warm and cool nude tones, making it look natural on all skin tones. You want to apply on exfoliated and dry lips. Then you leave it on for 30 seconds, wipe off the excess product, and then reapply to your liking. Number 5, Cherry So What is another favorite of mine. These Ink Mood glowy tints are infused with lily and witch hazel extracts that make them extremely moisturizing for dry, chapped lips while delivering that beautiful hint of color. So you can see in that footage with the lip tint blotted, it looks like a very natural stain. But if you apply another layer or 2 and don't blot, not only will you get more pigmentation, as I was saying, but you also get more staying power and you retain the glossy effect. So the Peripera lip liners, which are so creamy and also very long wearing, and the glowy lip tints, and heck, the glosses and the ink stain could easily be classified as some of my all-time favorites from Amazon. So because I do feel like I need a little powder on my face at the moment, I'm actually going to demo my next product right now. And this is something you've probably seen so many other beauty content creators talk about. They have really taken over the beauty space in the last couple of years. And I'm talking about very inexpensive powder puffs, triangle puffs. What's funny about the fact that they're just now starting, well, not just now, but like in the past year or so, they've become more popular. When I began my career in the beauty industry in 1996, I worked for Laura Mercier. Her line had just launched. And you may not know this, but she started with very few products. She started with her Flawless Face System, which was the primer, the foundation. There were two different kinds, one for oily skin, one for dry skin, the translucent loose powder, the secret camouflage concealer, and the puff. It didn't matter what type of skin you had, what age you were. Laura always recommended that you take her puff, fold it like a taco, put it into the powder, and press it into the skin. And it just made your face look flawless. And now you can get these triangle puffs in this pack of 6. And I think I paid like $7. So now that my shine is gone, let's talk about what I have on my eyes. I've got 2 palettes to talk about. First up is this Lamora Nude Eyeshadow Palette. Look at this palette compared to the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. I mean, I know you see it. They look so similar. And I've got to be honest with you, the performance of the shadows is very similar as well. But this palette is only $12.99, or at least that was the price the last time I checked. You know how sometimes Amazon prices can go up and down. The pigmentation of both the mattes and the shimmers is very, very good. I just realized I never took the plastic off the mirror that this palette has. And to apply these eyeshadows, I used 2 brushes. Where's the other one? These 2 brushes from this $8 MSQ brush set. You heard that right, $8 for this entire set. As always, I'm going to be honest with you and say that these are not the only brushes that I use. And in fact, I don't really reach for the other 10 in the set over my BK Beauty brushes or my Refer brushes or my Sigma brushes or any of the other higher end brushes that I have. However, these 2 I use all the time. I would pay $8 for just one of these alone. Look at how this compares to my BK Beauty 201 brush. The BK Beauty is a little bit wider, but I actually like that this one is a tad slimmer because for my small hooded eyes, it just seems to work better. And this brush is so incredibly soft. I would say it is just as soft as the BK Beauty. And then this flat brush is my go-to for laying down shimmer shadows. I would purchase the entire set again for $8 just to get more of these. Oh, I almost forgot about the other eyeshadow palette I wanted to share with you. This one is not quite as budget friendly as this one, but it is excellent nonetheless. And I think totally worth the money. This is from Lorac. It is the Soleil Pro palette. I ordered this on a whim. I just happened to be scrolling through the beauty section on Amazon, saw that the reviews were amazing, remembered that it has been years and years since I've used Lorac eyeshadows or talked about them. So I thought, why not? Let's add it to the cart. And the first time I used this palette, I remembered immediately why I always used to praise Lorac eyeshadows. They were known to be some of the best, and I don't know what happened to the brand. I don't know why they pulled out of Ulta. They might still be in Kohl's. I don't know. I haven't been in a Kohl's in a while, but yeah, these are so good. The shadows go on like butter. They feel like butter. They're so finely milled. The shimmers you can use with your finger. You don't even need to dampen a brush to get intensity from these shimmers. They are just stunning. To me, this palette is the perfect size for travel. Once again, you've got a mirror in there. Obviously, if you don't wear warm tones, you aren't going to like this palette. There may be a cooler toned palette available, I'm not sure, but I highly, highly recommend this palette if this color story draws you in like it did me. I purchased mine in a set with a mascara. Not gonna lie, I hated the mascara. I did not like the mascara at all, but I didn't see another way to purchase the palette, so I bought the set, and I think that just the palette is totally worth $35. So we have talked about what's on my eyes. We've talked about what's on my lips. So now I want to talk about a new contour favorite and a new highlight favorite. This new Physicians Formula contour wand is an excellent alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I mean, they even look alike. This Butterglow contour wand, not only does it smell incredible, like a day at the beach, but it goes on so easily, it blends out so easily, and just looks very, very natural, which is what we all want from a liquid contour product. Nobody wants streaky or noticeable contour. So if you have been dying to get your hands on the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, but just don't have the money or just don't want to spend that kind of money on a contour wand, please get yourself this one from Physicians Formula. And this gorgeous, gorgeous highlighting powder is from the brand Alessi. This is the Know You Better Illuminating Highlighter, and I purchased the shade Sun Glow. I mean, look how gorgeous. This is not a subtle highlighter. This is not one that I personally would wear during the day, but at night, I'm going to douse myself in this highlighter. Well, not really, but I'm gonna put it on my cheeks, underneath my brow, in my tear ducts, maybe a little bit on my shoulders. I could very easily put this in a video titled Affordable Products That Perform Like High-End. The next item I want to share might come as a surprise to some people because I have my own line of lashes with BK Beauty. I collaborated with them to come out with 4 different lash styles, 3 full strip lashes and 1 corner lash. But I know 2 things to be true. 1, not everyone can or wants to spend $18 or $22 on a pair of lashes, even though they can be worn over and over and over again, up to like 10 to 15 times with proper care. And number 2, not everyone wants to wear a full strip lash. Maybe you don't find them to be comfortable, maybe you find them to be too overpowering to your lids, and sometimes a half lash is too much for people. And I heard something yesterday while scrolling through Instagram that made me chuckle. I happened to come across one of Nikki Tutorial's Instagram Reels, and she was recreating a makeup look, and when she got to the lash, she said, "The look is trash until the lash." I just thought that was so amusing coming from someone who also loves their lashes. Hearing that, the look is trash until the lash, of course, I found very amusing. I'm not saying that's entirely true. I know most of you don't wear false lashes and your looks are probably 10 out of 10, but for me personally and as a makeup artist, I kind of agree with her. Well, not really. I would never say someone's look is trash. That's just not something I would say. But it's meant to be a joke. But I have taken way too long to get to the point and show you these lashes. Now these individuals are meant to be worn as lash extensions, or at least that's what they're marketed under, lash extensions, to be used with a certain type of lash extension adhesive. I really don't know what they use because I've never gotten lash extensions. I don't even put them underneath like a lot of other products that you can find at Ulta now, like Ardell has them, and I think Allure and Kiss Products makes lashes, individual clusters that you put underneath the lash line. But because my eyes are so sensitive, I've tried, but I've discovered that I just can't have any type of adhesive under my lashes. So I just use these as regular individuals. As you can see here, I've got some old glue. I just take my lash adhesive, I squirt some out on the tray, I wait for about 5 minutes or so that the glue gets really tacky. Then I use my tweezers, take out a cluster, and just lay it right at the base of my lashes. And they look so natural. And what's great is that you can customize the look. You can use long ones on the ends like I do to give a little bit of a lift. You don't even have to use more than 2 clusters on each side. You can buy these in all different lengths on Amazon. And this whole tray cost me $8. And I just keep my tweezers right in there. Okay, I don't know where I have been, why I have been sleeping on this fragrance brand. It's called Le Monde Gourmand. Once again, here I am butchering the French language. I think I first heard about this brand on TikTok. A popular fragrance collector / expert was talking about how this brand is her favorite among more budget-friendly fragrance brands. This 1 ounce bottle retails for $25, and there are a bunch of different scents to choose from, and I couldn't decide which one to get, but ultimately I went with the Miel Bébé. And by the way, this is an eau de parfum, not an eau de toilette. The scent notes are juicy mandarin and honey blossom, sandalwood, and praline. It's described as floral, pretty, and sweet. But I don't find it to be too sweet. I find it to be very clean and kind of sexy. And I have had really good luck with the staying power. I know that varies from person to person. Some people will probably think that it disappears too quickly, but then there will be people like me who feel like the scent lingers for hours and hours. Overall, I'm very, very happy with this brand, even though I only own just the one scent. I do plan to purchase another in the future. So if you have a favorite from this brand, please let me know in the comments, because as of now, I have no idea which one I do want to get next. So there they are, my current must-have beauty products from Amazon. As always, all of the products will be listed and linked down below in the description box of the video. Don't forget to check out Peripera's Mother's Day sale going on now. If you did enjoy this video, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and you will become a part of the Risa Does Makeup family. I do try to upload videos at least 2 times per week. You can also find more content from me over on Instagram and on TikTok. My username is the same on every platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.